Hi, I'm Chris from DARKO, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my songwriting process for the song Canvas. So the main thing I wanted to focus on this song is making it all seem coherent to itself rather than just having a bunch of riffs played together. So working out a sort of thread to follow through everything to make it sound like a one song and have some resemblance to itself. I think it's quite a nice aspect of songwriting to create like that, so it's what I wanted to focus on this song, and I'm going to break down how I threaded the needle. So I started off with this first riff from just messing about and just jamming around really, and as most things come out, I wanted something a bit different from what we usually do, so I wanted to go for something a bit groovier, not just straight up 220 double beat. So I'd been listening to a lot of Brain Pain, 4 Years Strong at the time, and so this is what came out. I used pull-offs to make it give a sort of groovier, bouncy effect, and a couple of little mutes in there to just give it a bit of rhythm, to give it a bit of groove, and some wild vibrato on the low notes to just make it sound a bit more wild. So the second riff, which I guess turned into the first verse, I needed something similar to the first riff to keep that resemblance up, and to keep that thread going. So I felt the significant part of that riff was the pull-off, so I kept that going and I just moved it around until I found a place I liked it. So we go for it. So you're still having that pull-off idea, and then you just start incorporating something new. Another notable point in that section is the little clap section. It was something that we sat down with Tom, and Tom was talking about for a while, getting crowd participation moments, and he referenced the Friends theme music, and he referenced the little clap in that. So kind of as a joke, I put that in a little stop. We took it out at one point and put some little chugs in it, but it didn't quite work as well, so we ended up going back to the little Friends clapping, which is quite funny, quite fun. Going to be the theme running throughout this song is taking a bit from the previous riff and adding a new bit to add something fresh and also link to the next section. So for the chorus, I wanted something a bit classic, a bit open. I've had these nice chords. So quite nice chords, quite open. It gives a lot of space to breathe and give Tom a bit of area to put some lyrics over. And then I put this little lead part on top. Which is just adding a bit of colour to the chords behind it. But again, to thread that sort of needle, I brought that back from the verse and put that on the end. So for the next bit, it was just coming out of the chorus. You've got to start repeating something so it doesn't sound a bit too crazy. So I just had a little tag I felt sounded quite cool, and I just took the first bit of the verse and the main riff, stuck them together, and then jumped straight back into the chorus part. So that's just the two to link back straight to another chorus. And I think playing at some speed, that chorus doesn't really sink into too much in the first go, so having a little tag and then having it again didn't become boring yet. You know, it's a DARKO song. We've got to put some double time beat in it and some fast bits, so this is where I wanted to put that. And to keep the thread up, I used the chords from the chorus. So then it's still coherent with the rest of it, and what I did, obviously changed the drumming pattern of it, put some double time beats over it. And then as it's building, we get the dual harmony guitar part over it, which I referenced the first verse, so I'm doing the pull-off bit. So I'm back to that pull-off idea from the verse. And that's obviously doubled up with the harmony guitar. So the next section, I guess, is bridge part 2, or build up for the chorus, which I basically took the lead part from the chorus directly. But approached it a bit differently, added another harmony guitar to it and put some just driving drums behind it that I think really helped just sort of build up into that final heavy push for the last riff. And yeah, obviously cleaned up the guitar on it a bit more. Give it a sort of prettier edge, a bit of a quieter volume, quieter dynamic to build up into that final push. Okay, and then we're back into the main riff. And then just to end it, what I did was just reverse it, basically. So therefore it's still, you know, nodding its head to the original riff, but just you're reversing it and it sounds a bit different. Added some harmony onto it, and that was my thoughts